Hello everyone and welcome to this YouTube video all about helping you to choose a marine research assistant expedition. So many of our volunteers are particularly interested in our marine only research expeditions, and there are a few elements that you're going to want to consider when deciding which marine expedition to go on and which research based trip is best suited to yourself. So there are kind of three things that you're going to be wanting to think about mostly. First, which dive option to go for. Second is the length of your expedition. So how long would you like to be on season? And third and finally, obviously, where in the world would you like to go? Now, this video is just going to break down these three elements for you and help you to narrow down your choice. So firstly, choosing your dive option. What does that actually mean? So there are three different options that you could have on site. First is completing your full open water course. Second is completing something called your open water referral course. And third, you could complete one of our reef ecology courses. So first off, open water course. What does it actually entail? So it's kind of split into three main elements. First of these is your theory. So these are all of your classroom-based sessions, and they're going to introduce you to safety issues, how the underwater world differs to land and why we need to be aware of this, your diving equipment, objectives of the course, and the skills that you are going to be learning throughout the week. Second element is your confined water. So this is all about slowly getting used to your diving equipment, taking your first breath underwater, and getting you feeling comfortable. Third and final aspect is your actual open water dives. So you're going to have 4 qualifying dives before you complete your course. What are the benefits? Well, it's a globally recognized qualification which is going to allow you to dive to a maximum depth of 18 meters with a buddy anywhere in the world. So it opens up so many avenues in marine biology. I actually first learnt to dive on an outboard trip myself. 2017, went to Indonesia and learnt on Hoga, and I just fell in love with diving instantly. So if you're thinking about it, I do highly recommend taking the open water course. If you'd like to find out a little bit more information, we have got a full blog article which kind of breaks down these three elements just in a little bit more detail. So head over to our website and have a little read of that. Next option is your open water referral course. So how is this different to just the standard course? Well, what the referral entails is back home, you're going to complete your theory and confined water sessions. So when you arrive on site, all you need to do is your 4 qualifying open water dives. Great thing about this is it allows you to see prior to the expedition whether diving is actually something that you are interested in and enjoy. And it also allows you to get involved in part of the Reef Ecology course. So you'll spend a few days at the start finishing your open water, and then you can jump on some of the in-water practicals and the land-based lectures of the Reef Ecology course. So it kind of gives you a little bit of taster of both if, for example, time is a little bit constricted for you. The third option is completing one of our Reef Ecology courses. So this is for people that come onto site and they've already completed their open water, so they're already a qualified diver, or those that are wanting to snorkel whilst they're on expedition. So we have different reef ecology courses depending where you go in the world, so this could be another deciding point for yourself. If you're really interested in Caribbean reef ecology, for example, you're going to probably want to head to one of our Caribbean sites. What you're going to want to do is have a little bit of a think about what you want to achieve. Do you just want to learn how to dive, or do you also want to be able to gain some practical hands-on application of marine research? So the Reef Ecology course is a mixture of in-water practicals, workshops and lectures. So it gives you both an academic overview and also some hands-on practical application. So it's a really great option. So the next thing you're going to want to consider is the length of your expedition. So how long would you like to be on site? Obviously, this is where costs are going to be a factor in helping you decide how long you're going to go away for. What you also want to do is have a think again about what you want to achieve from your expedition. You need to make sure that you allow a full week to complete both the full open water course and also any of the reef ecology courses. So you need to complete the reef ecology course before you can be placed in what we call the volunteer pool. And this volunteer pool is the group of research assistants which help with the active research that's going on site. So, for example, if you are arriving to site and you're going to want to complete your open water, you're going to need to allow a minimum of 4 weeks to then be able to also complete some research. So you'll need a week to do your open water, a week to do your reef ecology course, then by week 3 you'll be able to help with some of the active research on site. If you only have 2 weeks available, a good option might be for you to complete your open water at home if you're not already qualified, or come to site and snorkel. And this allows you to complete both the reef ecology course and also involve yourself with more active research. A 6-week expedition would give you the opportunity to be involved with a huge variety of research projects at your chosen site, and it would be a really great thing for career progression if marine biology is something that you are really interested in going into in the future. You basically want to make sure that you can make the most of your time on site. So, the final thing we're going to want to think about, which is probably one of the most exciting aspects as well, is where in the world would you actually like to go? So we have 4 sites dotted around the world, which are our marine-only expedition sites. We've got Mexico, Honduras, Croatia, and we have recently reopened the Indonesia site for 2023, which is really exciting. So I'm going to chat about these ones in turn just a little bit to give you guys some more information. First marine site to tell you all about is our site in Croatia on the beautiful and peaceful island of Silba. So here we have both dorm and tented accommodation available at the research centre with shared bathroom and toilet facilities. You were able to go for either 2 weeks or 4 weeks, so we've got both of those options available. And obviously, if you went to Croatia, you would be completing the Mediterranean Ecology and Survey Techniques course. So at our Croatia site, a lot of the research is looking into Mediterranean fish communities, the recovery of the noble pen mollusk populations, the impact of sea urchin populations, and also looking at seagrass and marine plastics. The objective for our partners on the island is to develop the first marine research centre for northern Dalmatia, and they have a series of research projects there helping them to do this. So one of the great things about the Croatia site is it's quite new, and we are going out there, seeing what's out there and collecting some baseline data and learning how we can protect it. So it's a little bit more of an investigative site, so a really good one if you're interested in seeing how projects can start off and how, for example, protected areas can be first developed. So the next site to tell you about is our marine site in Mexico, which is based in Acamal. So here we have shared bunk beds in dormitory style rooms with shared bathroom and toilet facilities. And the length of time available is just a 2-week option for this site. You would be completing the Caribbean Reef Ecology course in Acamal, and one of the amazing things about Acamal is the research that OPWL has carried out has led to the formation of a marine protected area. So it's a brilliant stepping stone for Operation Wallacea. Acamal has huge numbers of nesting turtles and a permanent population of green turtle. So it's an amazing site if turtle ecology is something that you are really interested in. So a lot of the research here is focusing on assessing the efficacy of this newly formed Acamal marine protected area. And a lot of it is also looking at the abundance and health of the seagrass ecosystem. This site, obviously a lot of the research is looking into turtle ecology and turtle recovery, and so most of this research is done via snorkeling as opposed to diving, so it's just something to bear in mind. The great thing for this site is that Operation Wallacea and the work we've done has identified a problem, found a solution, and we're now going to go forward and see how that solution is working. So it's a brilliant site to go to if A, you're interested in turtles, and B, you want to see how an MPA is managed and its efficacy is assessed. The third site to tell you about is our marine site in Honduras. So here we actually have two sites, one on Utila and one in Tela. Both have shared bunk beds in air-conditioned dormitory-style rooms with shared bathroom and toilet facilities. Here we have 2, 4 and 6-week options available. Cool thing about this site is it's OPWOL's flagship Caribbean marine research site with a really strong focus on integrating technology into coral reef research. So in the Caribbean, there are a number of core issues that have been affecting the biodiversity of coral reefs, including, for example, the mass mortality of keystone sea urchin species and also invasive lionfish. So what the two sites in Honduras are doing is they are studying these issues in detail and also focusing on improving our understanding of the ecology and behaviour of key coral reef organisms. So a great selling point for this site is that it's really important that we are continually developing techniques for how to monitor an area. It's very tech heavy, this site, and most of our research is done here. The fourth and final site to tell you about is Indonesia. So it's really exciting that next year we're going to be reopening our marine site on Hoga Island. So here we have 2 and 4-week options available. What we're going to be doing in Hoga is resuming our long-term monitoring program and management of reefs at what was our flagship site for marine research. So actually Hoga Island is the most published research site in the Coral Triangle, and a lot of that is down to the work that Operation Wallacea has done there. It was actually where I went on my expedition in 2017, and I can tell you that it is an absolutely brilliant place to learn how to dive and also to snorkel, and the Reef Ecology course is very interesting, and it's brilliant to be able to see something in the classroom and then also see it in the water practicals as well. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that you found it informative and helpful. If you need any more information, then please follow us on social media. All of the tags are there for you. We're going to be posting a few more videos soon as well to help you narrow down your choices. As always, if you've got any further questions, give the office a call or drop us an email. Thank you.